Right? And I believe this text, if we are prayerfully and watchful, that this text can provide for us biblical and theological foundation for what I want to talk about today, this morning, and that is the fact of why is the seat empty. And so the time of my text, my brothers and sisters, is when you go back to verse number 1, you will discover that Jesus is in a strange place. Jesus, at the time of the text, he's in the home of a chief ruler of the Pharisees. And now remember, the Pharisees were Jesus' own enemy. But nevertheless, Jesus has been invited to come to the place, and so he does not turn down the invitation, even though he knows there are people there that dislike him. But Jesus, he shows up. And when he shows up, this time and place is the same time and place that Jesus had healed a disease-stricken man on the Sabbath day. And while he's there among the enemies, and they were looking for reasons for every opportunity to try to trap him. And it is there that while they are sitting at the table, surrounded by his enemies, that Jesus tells this parable. Because he tells this parable in the midst when he deals with the fact of salvation. And so he said there was a certain man that had a great supper, had a great banquet, had a big party that he threw. And he had invited guests to come to the party and to party with him. The food had been prepared, the liquor has been bought, everything is now ready. He has hired a band. If it was an hour day, maybe it was the Gap band that he hired, or the Temptations. He had hired the Commodores. Ms. Elsie has come by his request to do the decorating of the room. And so now he has given his guests the invite for them to come. Maybe there was a month in advance, or according to history, weeks of advance that he gave unto them. And they all RSVP'd that they will all be there. All of them had said yes, they would come. All of them had responded to the invite that we're coming to the banquet, that we'll be there for the great supper. They all had agreed to come to the man's party. But on the day of the supper, no one was, the ones that were invited did not show up. Those who were invited, who said that they would come, did not come. And so what the man does is that he sends out his servants to remind them that the party is tonight. He tells them that everything is ready, the food has been prepared, the liquor has been ready, the band is now playing, as Elsie has now decorated, and there's no cover charge. All you have to do is just come. Then Jesus, he throws a monkey wrench in the story, and he tells them while he's giving this parable that all of them who are SVP made excuses of why they were not able to come to the party. And so how frustrating it is when you have invited guests to come to be a part of your celebration. You have invited guests to come to be a part of your banquet, your party. Invite them to come, and you have prepared things accordingly to those who are RSVP. You didn't just bring a number out there, but these are people who you have counted on that they said they will show up. And so you fix food according to the guest list. You bought liquor according to the guest list. The band is there for entertainment, but nobody comes. And so the man, he sends out his servant, he sends them back out to find those who were unlikely to be invited to come. Because he wanted his house to be full, and today that's the end of the story. But when we look at the text, I want to make it clear that I am aware today of the proper theological, historical context of the setting of this particular parable. Don't get me wrong, I understand that the theological context of the text, the interpretation that Jesus is giving, is the fact that the Jewish people, the nation of Israel, were first invited to the south.